Okay, we are recording. All right, we're going to try this again. I just did this once, and I didn't like the video quality, so we're going to redo it, re-upload it, and see what we can't come up with this way. All right, guys, I've done this video twice before. I didn't like the way it turned out the first time. Second time, it was a lot better, but still video quality was off, and I was using my phone to capture, and so now I'm using OBS. I'm going to redo it, make it a lot simpler, try to simplify it as much as I possibly can. This video is going to be how to use Google Hangouts to do a panel on YouTube. And I'll show you a couple of little tips and tricks along the way. So, first thing, you're going to start off on your YouTube page, your own YouTube page, and you're going to go to YouTube Studio Beta, which I don't really care for. A lot of people don't care for. We like the old ways. We're set in our old ways. We don't like change that much, YouTube. Just saying. Anyway, that being said, here we go. We're loading up. I'm going to go to YouTube Creator Studio Classic, which is down here in the left-hand corner. I'm going to click on that, skip the BS, try to keep it as simple as possible. And let's see. Live streaming, that's where we're going to go first. Live streaming. And then to events. Go to events. Okay, now it says you don't have any upcoming events. Schedule a new event. So what we're going to do is go up here to the right hand corner where it says plus new live event. We're going to click on that. All right. Now, first off, we're going to title this. Well, you know what? Let's go through the settings first. We get your basic settings. This is where you title your page, you set the date and the time for your scheduling the event, you put in a description, and tags. And tags are very important because the tags will actually help you be found in the YouTube search engine. So the more tags you use and keywords you put in there as tags that pertain to your video, and this is important, it has to pertain to your video, because if it doesn't, you can actually get a YouTube strike, guideline strike for that. So anyway, that's the basic info. That's where we set up the basic info. Advanced settings, this is where you would go to enable age restriction, and that is right there. And again, if you age restrict a video, you will not be able to get super chats on your live stream if you age restrict. So keep that in mind. That's if you're monetized. Okay, so now monetization, of course, you want to make sure that this is clicked, monetize with ads, and check all the boxes and whatnot. Okay, so that's that. Let's go back to basic info and start setting up our actual live panel Hangouts. For the title, I'm going to use test. For the description, I'm going to use test. And I'll throw test in the keyword just to put something in there. Okay, I'm going to set this to from public to unlisted, but what you're going to want to do is keep it on public, but because this is a tutorial and I don't want it to go out live until I upload the video, I'm going to put it on unlisted, but you're going to want that to say public. Okay, under type, you want it to click quick using Google Hangouts on air. Okay, so we got that in the right spot. Pay attention to this, because usually if it's the first time, it'll be set to custom and you'll have to change it to quick. All right, so there's that. I'm going to click go live now. And what that is going to do is, first it'll put a box on the screen right here in a second or two, hopefully. It's running slow today for some reason. We've got a lot of storms in the area. There we go. Ready to go. You will now enter a Google Hangout on air so you can stream live from your webcam. If you want to schedule a live event for later, please click cancel and edit your event time. Okay, so we're gonna do it right now. So I'm just gonna click OK, and this will start the call. Now, let that call get started. Oh, we get notifications coming up. Okay, so the call is started, and you see it's 1%, 7% going on up. Once that loads up, there'll be a button here that says Start Broadcast. Now, you are not live yet. This is just starts the call so that you can get your panel ready. You won't be live on YouTube until you click on the Start Broadcast. So, now, to get your friends on your panel for your live stream, your first panel, live stream, whatever, you're going to go to Invite People. It's up here right at the top, right next to the microphone. You're going to click on that, and there's a couple different ways you can do it. If you have their email address, you can do a direct call to them by putting your email address in right here. Okay? Or, and this is what I like to do most of the time, because I've already got a lot of my friends in Hangouts already, I will copy this link in this top box, and I will paste it into either their Facebook Messenger or a Google Hangouts that I already have a call with them in, or Twitter. DM them on Twitter and paste the link into there to send them the link. You send it on Instagram. Basically, any social media that you want to send them the link to the panel, you can. So that's how you get your friends onto the panel with you. Now, once they join the call, I'm going to close this out. Once they join the call, it'll just be like a Hangouts phone call, okay? Now, there is a couple of tips and tricks that I want to throw in here real quick. You do have an option for a side chat where you can communicate without saying something out loud. Like if you want to remind a friend about a fundraiser that they got coming up, hey, tell us about your fundraiser, and send them a message that won't go out over YouTube or in the YouTube chat, you can put it here, okay? Screen sharing. If you have something, a picture that you want to share with everybody over YouTube, you can click on the screen share. I use multiple monitors. Obviously, I can screen share like this right now. Okay, there's my OBS. There's how I'm recording everything right this moment. And you can present it to everyone when you're live. You can stop it, stop screen share, and go back to the video. So, let's see, what else? Okay, so the next thing is how to pop out your chat and have it up there to where you can see it while you're live streaming. And basically, you can change the size of your Hangouts screen, okay? And then you can go back over to your YouTube, click on the video itself, and it should load up, okay? And the chat will load up over here on the left-hand side. Okay, so here's the chat. Obviously, we're not live yet, so the YouTube feed is saying waiting on Ghost Mafia. And that'll do that until you hit that green Start Broadcast button. Now, once the chat loads up, any day now. He said we got slow internet over here, so there it is. Okay, now up here, I recommend running it on live chat because you'll see everything. Okay. Now go over here to the three dots. You click on the three dots and go down to pop out chat. What that's going to do is it's going to put the chat in its own window. And then you can completely close out of YouTube if you'd like. So then you'll see your Hangouts on the screen again, and here is your chat. You can resize right next to it. You're good to go. You got your friends over here. You can see the chat. And everything is working. All you got to do is hit that green bar and you're going live on YouTube with a panel of you and your friends. Now, some other features is cameraman. Now, cameraman is kind of a neat feature because it gives you the option that if you have somebody in the chat that's going, hey, can I come up? Can I come up? Can I come up? And you don't know who they are, but you want to bring them up anyway. it gives you the option to kind of police them as they come onto your panel. And cameraman doesn't want to seem to be opening up because it's downloading the app now. Let's give it a minute and see if it actually opens up. There used to be a control panel that would give you volume controls and for everybody on your panel, but they have since taken that way here recently. I have not seen it come up on any of mine. A lot of people have said that they've lost theirs too. I don't know if it's a glitch with their app or what. Okay, so it says there was an error. Not sure why. Let's try it again. Well, basically what Cameraman does, it gives you a couple different options in there. One of the options is that when you bring people up onto your panel, they will not be seen or heard until you give permission. Yeah, here we go. Let me read this out to you. It says, as guest joins, hide their audio and video from my broadcast. If you click yes, it will actually hide them. If you're bringing somebody you've never had up there, it could be a troll, it could be legit. If they come up there and drop trowel on your screen, that's a copyright strike, and you can get your channel taken down. So this would prevent that. This gives you kind of a buffer. You can boot them off by just clicking on their picture and going to eject before they ever get seen or heard by your YouTube audience, if you have this to yes. Okay. Broadcast a large video that I see to my audience and hide the other video feeds. And what that is if you've seen somebody do a panel before, you see the little boxes down along the bottom that have the pictures of everybody that's on the panel. You can hide those by clicking the yes here. New guests in my large 3+ broadcasts are muted when they join. So basically, if they join, they're muted. That way they can't come up there and go, freak them right in a kitty cat like they do on TV and, all that good stuff. Prevents that from happening and gives you a chance to get them out of there before anything like that happens. And you don't get a channel strike. So it's a great tool to utilize. A lot of people don't know that it is there in Hangouts. And it's something you want to take advantage of if you are going to bring up guests that you've never had on before, you don't really know that much about. So gives you a little bit of a buffer. And I think that is about it, guys. I thank you for watching and enjoy the stream. All you have to do now to go live, you have your friends on the panel with you, is click that green button, you're going to go live. Here we go. Broadcasting, starting, and we're live. What's going on, everybody? Ghost Mafia here with our panel guests, yada, 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 yada. And then at the end of your stream, all you have to do is hit stop broadcast. You can stay on the call with your guests afterwards. You won't be live after you hit stop broadcast. Once you hit the stop broadcast, it's a little less than 10 seconds before the little yellow live thing disappears. And that's about the time that Lou Rock goes, dog ham. So, let's try it. Stop broadcast. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 3 seconds before it ended this one. So sometimes it's 3 seconds. Sometimes it can take up to 10. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope this helped everybody out. And I'm going to be uploading this right now. Catch you in a few.